Welcome, community, to Mornings with Instagram. I am Patricia Frudenberg, founder and CEO of Instagram, and here we are having episodes that rotate topics of discussion among tribute, cope, and share, being that we are a global solution to cope with loss, moving at the speed of life. So thank you if you are a returning viewer, and welcome if this is your first time. Each week will be a little bit different, and again, topics of discussion kind of like intertwine anyway, but focus on tribute today. So with that being said, we want to remember that, it doesn't matter how long ago somebody might have passed away. It really is the legacy that people leave behind. Again, it's the mysteries of life. I do say that almost in every show because that is the beauty of life. There's always comes to a point that there is no understanding. There's only acceptance. So we are here creating a community so we can cope with this mystery of passing away and make our life while we're living better. And that's why we named it Mornings with Mr. Graham. Besides that, somewhere in the world, it's the morning, at some time, and all joking aside, it's a way to start fresh. And again, I've said this before, you could start fresh at any point of the day, but in the morning, it's the best time to start fresh because it sets a momentum and it makes you, again, maybe a little bit more grateful. And your loved ones that have passed away, I assure you, I couldn't imagine them not wanting you to have life to the fullest, because at the end of the day, it always seems short, no matter how long you lived. Well, again, let's not get off course, and today is tribute, and I want to remember a wonderful, well-known, renowned actress who had the glory to live till 96, and again, it always seems too short. For me, it could be 106. Life is amazing. And again, nobody knows what really happens, but the idea of leaving a legacy and making your life purposeful and also being able to share that for generations to come is a beautiful thing. And I don't know if anybody knows where I'm going with this, but it's Cicely Tyson, a well-known actress. She was born in 1924 and she passed away less than a week ago. She recently published her book was published, came out, released on a few days ago on Tuesday. I'm sorry, I apologize, I forgot the exact date, but on Tuesday her release came out, and her book memoir was called Just As I Am. And I will be sharing a little bit more details. If you want to know, you can look on Google for her name, Cicely Tyson, but I will be sharing a beautiful article that Variety wrote about her life. And she was amazing, and such an authentic person. And she refused, this is a little tidbit, she refused to play roles that degraded women, and also Black women. And being ironically that she passed away of natural causes, again, no conclusive cause of death as far as of yesterday's obituary in the New York Times. But again, very ironic that she passed away during Black History Month. So again, the mysteries of life. And there's, the list of people that we could tribute is endless. There are so many people that, I wanted to sit here and keep remembering, but I have to pick a few. So again, I'm going to remember Kobe Bryant and Gianna. Again, they're mostly known here in the United States, for all other people that are watching, perhaps from other countries. But Kobe Bryant was, an amazing athlete, and he did a lot of great things behind the scenes. So his wife, Vanessa Bryant, she did change the foundation name that was originally called Mamba Foundation, which, was a foundation to raise money for great causes. And it was girls basketball and girls awareness, but they changed the foundation to Mamba and Mambacita Foundation, and that was done to remember Gianna. So again, those leaving legacy moments. It's beautiful that these foundations can pay it forward. It's bittersweet because it's done in memory of somebody, and of course we miss those people, especially when they die way too young, and in their case, tragically. I also, they died in 2020 before it became an official pandemic. And again, we do remember them. It was only a year, only a week ago, I believe on the 26th was a year since his passing and Gianna's passing. So we want to remember them and everyone in that helicopter. Again, everyone who passed away due to coronavirus. There's like I said, the list could go on and on. Nancy Bush, who was G.W. Bush's, sister, she was 94 and she died of coronavirus. Now, again, ironic that she was a Democrat and helped her brother, who was a Republican, become president. And that is true synergy. Gotta love that. And, again, you could go and look at these beautiful articles that are written about them. Now, you could also share a tribute on Instagram. Again, it's a native app that you could easily post a memorial. And what's great about this app, and I don't want to take too much away from tribute, but the point about this app, it's all about the person. It's all about the person. It's not about, there's no likes and there's no followers. You just post and, you paying it forward, and people can comment and you can share, but it's a beautiful thing. So again, creating a community to cope with loss, moving at the speed of life. So there's also John Chaney, Hall of Fame basketball coach. I have right here, again, from in Philadelphia, just, he coached at Temple. Then there's George Cardono, 88, who built a landmark in Rhode Island, and it was like a big bug and termite, actually, a big blue termite he built, and that became a landmark in Rhode Island. And then, we got people that write every day in the newspaper, and I'm so happy now with Instagram. It doesn't just get thrown away. And again, even if you subscribe to these type of memorial sites, they're buried deep in the paper. And I'm not saying that's not okay, but this is a beautiful platform. I really, really am excited that it's live now, just a week, and I invite you to post a beautiful tribute with us. And here is, Linda. I'm not going to say last names because I'll botch them up. Loving wife, mother, grandmother. It's been 16 years since you've been gone. See, the time, you can miss them forever. It does, again, if you miss somebody that passed away due to coronavirus, that's fresh and that's even harder. And that's why we invite you to join us so we can get through this together. And then, there are people that have passed away so long ago, and yet we do not forget. And I'm glad that we could now share their legacy. They deserve it, especially if they impacted your life in a positive way. We got Tobin. Oh, right here. Look at this happy face. Look at this happy face. Wherever he's listening from us, it's again the mysteries of life. And speaking of long time, here's my mother-in-law. Here's my mother-in-law. I've shared her before. She's all over social now. Who would have thought? I hope my family members aren't annoyed about that. But, I love to share her legacy. She showed me a lot of things. I know it's hard to believe because I was young. And, now actually thinking about her inspired me to create the Celebrate mug. And you could find this in our menu page. And we do prosper a purpose, so we like to share the wealth and contribute to a lot of causes, including the Red Cross. And here is Corky Lee, a photographer, 73, it's too young, who chronicled Asian American life. Here's a picture of him. There he goes. And now we have, again, it could go on and on, just naming a few. Sophie, 34, Scottish DJ, producer, recording artist. Oh, gosh. What could I say? It's too young. And Eric Brower, 92, surrealist painter, another one. And, when I do these episodes, I do like to share quotes. And being that, we are attributing Cicely Tyson, here's a beautiful quote, and I will like to end with this. Here she is. Again, this is in the New York Times, and believe it or not, this was an ad, and it's amazing, like an ad, but they did a respectful, obituary, and again, this is promoting her book release. In loving memory, 1924, again, till 221, she just died a few days ago, of natural causes. Beautiful person, beautiful life. Just as I am is her memoir. And here goes the quote. Folks are always asking me what legacy I want to leave. What roots beneath my soul I most hope will outlive me. I want to go home knowing that I love generously, even if imperfectly. I want to feel as if I embodied our humanity so fully that it made us laugh and weep, that it reminds us of our shared frailties. I want to be recalled as one who squared my shoulders in the service of Black women, and as one who made us walk taller and envision greater for ourselves. I want to know that I did the very best that I could with what God gave me, just as I am. And that's the name of her book, Just as I Am. Beautiful. HarperCollins publisher. And again, in loving memory of Cicely Thompson. Again, the list could go on and on. Thank you for joining us. And if you go to our website, you could download the free app. You could also look for our private Facebook as we explore the app together on Miss You Graham app group. So check us out. And here are t-shirts with our mission slogan. And again, Cicely Thompson was a native New Yorker, and her parents were West Indies, and she grew up in Harlem. And not because of her, but it just ironically, this is a t-shirt you could also find on Amazon with Miss You Graham, because everyone, to me, like New York, if you could just forget about the state and it just the fact that New York, to me, as a New Yorker also, but no matter where you are in the world, I believe everyone in the world knows New York, because it seems to be the heartbeat of the world. As I agree, as Jerry Seinfeld mentioned in an article in the New York Times, but I agree with him. And also for me, New York represents everyone. It's the one place that, like, it doesn't, you could be from like anywhere. It represents everyone. So for me, putting a New York tea, and again, we do contribute to the humanitarian aid of the Red Cross. And again, if you have a foundation you'd like me to share with, please put a shout out, and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much. God bless.